Good evening to everyone. My name is Prasanth. I am from IIM Tiruchirappalli. I am doing this video as part of my IEP core subject, Indian Economic Policy. So, my question is my topic today I chose is inequality and poverty in India. Why are many poor and why are few rich? What can be done? India, the world's largest democracy, has seen impressive growth over the last few decades. But amidst of this economic progress, a significant question remains. Why are so many people still poor, while a few continue to grow healthy and wealthy? Despite India's rapid growth, inequality has continued to widen. While urban centers thrive, millions of Indians in rural areas struggle with poverty. In fact, In fact, while the country's economy is growing at an average of 8%, more than 270 million Indians still live below the poverty line. But why is this case? Why do we have so many poor and so few rich? To understand this, we need to look at India's history and the policies that shaped its growth. Post-independence, India focused on state-led development with heavy industrialization and socialist economic policies. These policies, though well-intended, were not enough to break the poverty cycle. During the 1960s and 1970s, India embraced the license Raj, an era of strict government control over industries. While this helped build a public sector, it also stifled private business and job creation. The result is like a slow economic growth rate of just 3.2% annually, and poverty continued to rise. But things started to change in the 1990s when India opened up to a global market and introduced economic reforms. The 1991 economic reforms led by the finance minister Mr. Manmohan Singh were really game changer. India moved towards liberalization, reducing tariffs, opening markets and encouraging foreign investment. This jump started growth with GDP growing by an impressive 6% annually. However, despite the overall growth, the benefits were uneven. Most of the growth was concentrated in urban areas, particularly in sectors like IT and services, leaving rural areas behind. This urban bias created a ever widening gap between the rich and the poor. So, why are a few individuals getting richer while many remain in poverty? According to the book, the concept our faculty told, and the author of the book, Arvind Panagaria, in his book The India Emerging Giant, the main reason for this inequality is the unequal access to resources. The rich in India often have greater access to capital, education, and technology. They thrive in sectors that require skilled labor or large investments, such as tech, real estate, and finance. Meanwhile, the poor remain trapped in low wage informal jobs with limited access to education or healthcare. But this doesn't mean change is impossible. So, what can be done to break the cycle of poverty and inequality? The first step is economic reforms focused on inclusive growth. Pangaria suggested focusing on labor-intensive industries like textiles and footwear, which can create millions of jobs for the poor. These industries have a comparative advantage in India and can be developed by removing regulatory barriers and providing easier access to capital. Moreover, rural economic development needs to be prioritized. We can continue to concentrate with wealth in the urban areas. The development, like we can say, decentralization of development should be happening. Agricultural reforms that connect farmers directly to markets and provide them with trade will help improve incomes of rural populations. Next, we need to reform education and skill development. The public education system must improve, especially in rural areas. Another key solution is improving social protection. Direct cash transfers can replace inefficient subsidies and ensure that welfare benefits reach the people who need them most. The road to reducing inequality and poverty in India is so long, but it is not impossible. By implementing inclusive policies, reforming education, improving social safety nets, and promoting rural growth, we can create an economy that benefits all Indians, rich and poor alike. India's journey towards equality and prosperity is ongoing. With the right policies, we can bridge the gap between the rich and the poor and create a future where opportunity is available to all.